Is this the most comfortable and best looking pair of Jordans yet, even as some football cleats? We're gonna go ahead and figure out in this video, man. Stay tuned and stick around to the end of the video because my final verdict is definitely gonna shock you, man. Let's get straight to it. Now, story time, man. I'm really excited to put y'all down on why I decided to pick this sneaker, because this sneaker kind of runs full circle, and I'm kind of gonna bring y'all back a couple months back, y'all. I feel like I make sneaker videos all the time, by the way, and if you didn't know, I make sneaker game videos, I make list videos, things like that. But this particular video was a sneaker game video. And long story short, I made a video talking about how in the future a trend will be about football inspired sneakers, y'all. And so today, of course, I'm trying to find me some sneakers together channel for y'all. And I see this newly released sneaker that's releasing, or that released really recently. So I checked this Jordan 4 white cement, right? And I've wanted this white cement for a little minute. And I wanted it when it first dropped, but it was in the regular version, but I couldn't get it. So I feel like that was just God making it a way so we can do it in a whole different way. And I feel like this is so much better. So basically, my story finding this shoe, I kind of was looking online and this shoe recently released. And yeah, I kind of found this shoe in my nearest Dick's Sporting Goods. That's where I got all the 3 shoes that I did get today. So yeah, stay tuned for those reviews. They're coming out real soon. And if you want to stay tapped in with those, hit that subscribe and notification bell. But I did indeed get this shoe. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. Very, very interesting. Let me know what you guys think about in your head right now. And let me know, would you rock these? I feel like for me personally, this is fly. I feel like these Jordan cleats, I've even seen like some Jordan 1s. I think I've seen like some Jordan, like just different things, Jordan 11s. But these right here, they look pretty smooth. I'm not gonna lie, I probably would go with a Air Jordan 1 over these right here, but that's my personal opinion. But I gotta say, the quality is spot on. You know, I'm not really a sneakerhead per se, so I can't really tell you like if the quality is different. But I gotta say, you got your regular comfort, which I'm gonna get into a little bit when we talk about the overall comfort. Yeah, it's my story. Let's go ahead and talk about like my overall design and looks, what I kind of think about this shoe. I feel like, as I was saying before, it looks really dope. I like how they kept everything the same in this shoe and they kind of just changed the cleats. As you guys can see, the cleats is the only difference. I feel like the cleats definitely kind of alters the comfort, of course, because you got these little spiky things on the bottom. But I feel like this is a really amazing shoe. I feel like I would definitely like to rock some Jordan cleats if I was definitely playing football, because these are football cleats. But I gotta say, man, this white cement colorway never gets old. It's definitely a classic. The Jordan brand definitely nailed the details. You got that premium leather within this shoe, you got that speckled midsole look, and that iconic Jordan 4 cage. From a distance, could pass as the retro sneaker. I feel like from the thumbnail too, I feel like you guys probably wouldn't be able to tell that this is actually a TD version, but this is definitely indeed the cleats. And I feel like what kind of gives it off a little bit is it's kind of shorter, and I feel like it's kind of more compact than your regular Jordan 4. That's what kind of gives it away for me. It's not as tall. So that is definitely one thing that's kind of different in the design from the actual Jordan 4 white cement regular version. But underneath, you've definitely got that cleat plate ready for turf or grass. And I gotta say, this is probably one of the best looking cleats on the field. So if you definitely want to look good on the field and you like this style, man, make sure to check out the links I have provided in the description. I will have the links for retail and resale links if needed. But good looks mean nothing if you can't perform well on the field. So let's go ahead and get into that overall like performance, comfort, fit, and things like that. Now for me, overall, the comfort is pretty comfortable. Inside, if you ever tried a pair of Jordan 4s, you definitely know that these Jordan 4s, they're plush. I think these may be a little bit more plush than the Jordan 4s, just because you're dealing with more impact in the sport, but I could be wrong. I just gotta say that it definitely does have a lot of good padding. I had this shoe on earlier, and I'll show you guys a couple of on-foots too on the video. But it's smooth, very nice as far as the comfort goes. And I definitely gotta say that obviously cleats aren't known for comfort, but this is actually where like that Jordan 4 TD really surprised me. The midsole has enough cushioning that walking doesn't feel like a punishment. Break in time, I've heard that it is shorter than expected. And if you've worn old school cleats, you know that stiff brick feel, and these are definitely not it. So that being said, you guys, very good shoe. As far as performance on field, I have not put no work into these shoes, nor will I. This is strictly a very like curious video. I wanted to kind of get this out to kind of get my thoughts on the shoe and kind of give y'all what I thought about it and kind of get y'all input too. So yeah, I will not be doing any performance. Comment down below any sneakers you guys want me to do in the future, y'all, before I go ahead and forget. Comment down on these sneakers you guys want to be reviewed. They don't have to even be recently released. They can be old sneakers that you just want some what to expect guides, so you kind of have more of a security to know if you want to buy the sneaker. But I gotta say, this is definitely more wearable than most cleats, but it's still not on sneaker level comfort for sure. So now, I'm gonna talk about in this section kind of like the overall value and kind of like who these shoes are for. So when it comes to the value, guys, these cleats typically retail higher than most cleats out there. And I gotta say, let's be honest, that is part of that overall Jordan name and Jordan brand. So, but you're definitely getting a cleat that definitely doubles as a fashion statement. And I feel like when you're paying for these little extra fees within it, I feel like it's kind of worth it. I feel like it's gonna add to your overall like game. I feel like it kind of adds to that kind of like, if you look good, you feel good. So I kind of feel like it's definitely gonna add a plus if you definitely can spend the extra money. So if you are in that kind of like space, whether you should or not, I feel like if it's one of those shoes you feel like you're gonna walk confidently, I definitely would go with the pair you can rock confidently than the pair you're not gonna rock confidently. So if you're a player that wants to turn heads and not sacrifice comfort, it's definitely worth it. And if you just want raw performance at the cheapest price, this is probably not gonna be your best bet for sure. So my final verdicts are the Air Jordan 4 TDs. White cement's the most comfortable and best looking Jordans yet. Obviously not. I feel like I kind of made that the title to kind of like add that suspense, but I feel like we obviously know that a pair of cleats is not going to be for sure the most comfortable. Maybe the best looking, but even I wouldn't give it the best looking title. I feel like with the cleats it kind of ruins the overall look, but I feel like this is definitely not the best Air Jordan or the best cleats out there. I feel like if you want some style, you like your pair of Jordans, you're like a Jordan fanatic, I would say maybe go for these, but I feel like you can definitely get you some better performance focused shoes. But drop in the comments, you guys, let me know, would you stick with your traditional gear or would you go ahead and upgrade and get these right here? And hit the like button if this kind of helped, and if this kind of like sparked your interest and you kind of want more videos like this on kind of like just different interesting sneakers I kind of release. But you guys, subscribe for more honest reviews and kind of like things like that we do on this channel. And if you want to see how some of the other 2025 sneaker drops stacked up against a sneaker, I really recommend you click my sneaker playlist right here, which will give you guys a bunch of different reviews of this year. I'll see you there.